What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Jay Narc at Crossroad. Today we are rebuilding the Seattle Seahawks, and they're a pretty interesting team right now. Russell Wilson is injured with like a dislocated finger, but in this one he is healthy. And they also did sign Jacob Eason and Jake Luton. I didn't know the Seahawks had them, but nonetheless, we have an interesting looking team here. Definitely needs some work to be done. Receivers are really nice. As you know, we have the best receiver in the game, and Tyler Lockett, the #1 receiver of this team. And the team is not looking too bad, honestly. We just need to change up a few things. I think they run a 4-3, but I think this 4-3 look has to change eventually. I mean, it could work, though. It could definitely work. But this team definitely needs some help, I'd say. And we can honestly... we don't have a running back. Chris Carson's injured. He's out for the season. So we can see if there's any players we can move, maybe. We could trade Chris Carson away. He's been 2 years in a row. He was our 1,000-yard running back. But let's just look at the IR report, see what's going on. He has a broken tailbone. He's out for 18 weeks. So we're basically going to miss him for the whole season. So we might as well just, like, get rid of him. I guess that would make sense. Just so we could get more out of him. Let's see if we could trade for like a D-end or something like that. Chris Carson. Oh, we got to see what penalties, obviously. Always be forgetting about that top need. So we already got our star QB in Russell Wilson. So what we got to do is make sure we give him the pieces on his team to make sure that we're capable of winning. Jamal Adams just got extended, so it's slow for that. Chris Carson, we're going to try to trade him away. Gabe Jackson, we can't even get rid of him either because he'll be a huge penalty. Al Woods is here. We got Jason Myers. We got a lot of guys here. We got Kerry Hyder Jr., who's taking $4 million, and he's not even a starter. So I'm gonna release him. I'm gonna release Kerry Hyder Jr. and Will Dissly. We could trade him to a team that could definitely use him. We also got Brandon Shell here. Ben Berkerin, Nick Ballora, fullback here, just taking bread. And what we could do is trade Will Dissly to a team that could use him, or trade him to a contender so we can get like D lineman back, because D lineman is something we definitely need in order to make this team work. But first and foremost, I want to get off of Chris Carson, see what we could get for him, as we're looking for like a DN that could probably fit our scheme. So it looks like none of these guys. Maybe a right tackle could help us out. Jermaine Fetty used to be on our team, so that's a no can do. And I guess we're going to have to go to another team. We're going to have to go to teams that obviously want him. So Bills would probably do really nice with Chris Carson, to be honest. They probably do really well with him. I would try Ed Oliver, see if that would work. He would fit our scheme to be a nice force on the D-line. Go Ed Oliver in like a first rounder. I don't think it would be too bad, because I know the Seahawks did give up some first rounders. So let's see if this goes through. Bet. So we just picked up a new D tackle and a first round pick, because you know we gave up a bunch for Jamal Adams. So now we have a first round pick back. We don't have a running back, but that's okay. Receivers are good. I'm okay with that. Will Dissly. It's either we trade him for like a lineman. It's either we trade for a running back, which is going to be easy. I don't think there's going to be too much of an issue trading for a running back. Will Dissly, just so he has PT as well. Just so he gets playing time. We could send him to the Chargers. Get a running back. Maybe steal Austin Eckler. Will Dissly for Austin Eckler. They would want some more out of that. We could see what other teams would do well with Will Dissly. We got the Jets and the Jaguars. They got James Robinson, Travis Etienne. I could try James Robinson. I feel like that'd be an interesting piece for our team. Then we could also look at the D-line, see if there's anything we could get after. We could get Dewan Smoot. But I feel like we could give up a pick for Dewan Smoot. So let's try that. Let's see if we could give up like a 4 for Dewan Smoot. They say we need significantly more value. So 3rd for Dewan Smoot. What? Why would a third not work, but a fourth would? Oh, okay. So I'm going to try a third and a fifth for Dewan Smooth, see if that goes through. They say improve your offer just a tad bit. A third, a fifth, 2023. Oh, they do have picks. Why did they keep moving it then? Alright, so cool. We just picked up a new left end. That helps us out a lot. So now we have a new left end on the team. We got Dewan Smith. We got Carlos Dunlap and Benson Mayowa. D tackles are looking pretty good. So we got a lot of people on the D line. So I guess we'll leave it like that with the veteran leadership, I guess. And offensive line is not too bad either. We're just gonna see if we can move Will Dissly for. I'm thinking of running back because we could just trade like a second straight up for like somebody's running back. So we could just try that. Let's go to the trade center. So just for a running back straight up, we give up like a second, take somebody's running back. David Montgomery and Tariq Cohen. Let's see if David Montgomery would work. Significantly more value. Joe Mixon. He's already 25 though. Significantly more value. Devin Singletary, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. A second for Kareem Hunt would be a steal. But they love their tandem with those two, so I have to keep that. Let that be. Austin Eckler. What would it go? Would this go through? Austin Eckler, wouldn't it really go through? We got Jonathan Taylor and Marlon Mack. Let's try Jonathan Taylor first. But I feel like Marlon Mack will definitely go through. We could go with Marlon Mack. I feel like he would definitely fit this team and what they're trying to do. Hopefully a second straight up would work for Marlon Mack. That'd be perfect. We like the direction, but we feel like we need more. If we have a fifth of this here, hopefully that could work. If you could improve it just a little bit more. What do you... Alright, well, I'll give you one of these then. Unless I give you a third and a fourth. Or 2 fourths. 2 fourths for Marlon Mack. Nope. So let's try our second and fourth for Marlon Mack. Boom. We just picked up the running back. Perfect. Now I feel like they're saying we need a right tackle bad. And because we're in a win now mode, obviously. And we have a tough division with the Rams and the Cardinals. So we're in win now mode. We have a good crew of running backs now. Receivers are good. Tight end Will Dissly. Let's see if we can move him around for. Let's see if the Vikings are interested in him. There's somewhat. We want a right tackle though. We gotta see if we can take Brian O'Neill from them. Will Dissly for Brian O'Neill, and it works perfect. We shore that position up, nice. And then we're gonna sign a backup for Gerald Everett, just in case he goes down with injury. Sign Delaney Walker, provides that veteran leadership and run blocking, so that'd be pretty good. So now that's what we're doing with this first year. We're gonna see how they perform. I'm gonna show you guys the lineup now. See the moves after all the things we did. And so we got Russell Wilson, QB1, Marlon Mack, new running back on the team. Offensive line, got Brian O'Neill. A pretty interesting offensive line that will definitely get the job done. Tight ends, we got Gerald Everett and Delaney Walker. Not too bad. Defense, we picked up Ed Oliver and Dewan Smoot, so we have some gems on the D-line. And then corners are okay, not the greatest, but we have some good safeties, so they should be pretty well. They should do pretty good. And we had 83 defense and 80 offense, and let's see how they perform. So we went 11-6 and actually won our division. That's actually very surprising. So Russell Wilson did his thing, of course. I mean, it shouldn't be too surprising. I mean, it's Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. Wow. Russell Wilson. And let's see. Let's see if any of our guys are top 3 anywhere. Bobby Wagner was #1 for tackles and all that good stuff, so he was doing his thing. Let's see statistically how well we did. Offense was 14th. Russell Wilson was 7th in passing yards, 9th in passing TDs. And our defense was 19th, so top 20 defense. 33 touchdowns, 18 picks for Russell Wilson. Kind of a lot, but not too bad. Marlon Mack, our running back, had 962 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns. That's pretty solid. DK and Freddie Swain both had over 1,000. Tyler Lockett at 807 yards. And then Gerald Everett had 770. Not too bad. Defense. Let's see what we're doing here. Ben Samayo had 6 sacks. Duan Smoot had 6. Puna Ford had 3.5. Oliver had 3.5. So a good amount of sacks for the defense. Not too crazy, though. We had a lot of interceptions, though. Definitely a lot of interceptions for our guys. But nonetheless, Russell Wilson and this Seahawks team were able to come out with some victories. So now we're facing 9-8 Falcons. Let's see how we perform against them, against Kyle Pitts. We ended up winning 27-17. So now we're in the divisional against the Cowboys. I think we are home. We're in the divisional against the Cowboys. We're home, I believe. And they went 10-7. We have one new injury. And that injury, Ben Samayo broke his thumb. So we'll be getting him back, hopefully. And, well, deeper in the playoffs. But we'll have some other positions ready to back him up there. Facing the Cowboys, they have a very tough offense. Defense, we could definitely get after. But this should be a very tough one. This could go either way. I'm hoping for the best. We ended up losing to the Cowboys 30-24. Close game. But still showing promise as a team that could go far. We just need to get better overalls on our guys. And, yeah, I mean, I feel like, let's see how these games went, honestly. Playoff schedule. In the wild card, we had beaten the Falcons 27-17. Offensive yards was insane. Russell Wilson threw 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, then get sacked. Matt Ryan threw 2 touchdowns, got sacked twice. Marlon Mack got 17 carries, 47 yards. Rashad Penny, 8 carries, 42 yards. Not too bad for the running back crew. Our corners got exposed, though, but Gerald Everett and DK did their thing. And defense, we did get 2 sacks. Puna Ford had a sack, and so did these guys. And Kendall Sheffield picked us off. And against the Cowboys, which was definitely a close game, Russell Wilson threw 2 touchdowns, got sacked 3 times, though. And while Dak threw 1 touchdown, got sacked twice. Zeke had 22 carries, 97 yards, and 2 TDs. But we ran all over them, too, so that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. Receivers, it was a very close game from the looks of it. Very close game. They sacked us 3 times. We sacked them twice, so it wasn't too bad of a game. But they ended up taking it away. So we have a first-round pick we could use. Maybe we could draft a corner with that pick. Let's see if any of our guys made the Pro Bowl as well. And see, we also got to see what players retired too. And Super Bowl this year is Cowboys-Chiefs. So Russell Wilson made the Pro Bowl, of course. Running backs is an interesting crew. Receivers, none of our guys. Jimmy Graham made the Pro Bowl. Deron Brown made the Pro Bowl. Gabe Jackson made the Pro Bowl too. That's actually really nice to see. Bobby Wagner made it. Quandre Diggs, our safety, made it. That's pretty good. So we had a couple players that made it. Not too bad. But we got to do more. We got to do better. Definitely got to do better. Chiefs ended up beating the Cowboys 38-14. Patrick Mahomes won every award. Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year. And those are the rewards for that season. And, okay, so the Chiefs are the team to beat. We have about $72 million, so we got to re-sign some players. I feel like Dwayne Brown definitely retired or something like that. He's 32, having a Pro Bowl season. He could go elsewhere, you know. So let's see what players are ready to negotiate. Got Marlon Mack. He came in, did a pretty solid job. I like him. He's only 26. I think we'll give him some money. Quandre Diggs was a Pro Bowl safety, so I want to keep him too. He's going to be our guy for the foreseeable future. And we got Dwayne Brown. He's 37, actually. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But DJ Reed, though, a corner. We'll keep you around for depth purposes. And then we got Gerald Everett. He wants a 4-year deal. I'm not asking for too much. And he played pretty solid, too, so I'm going to re-sign him. We got our tight end. We're going to need a new left tackle. I'm going to let Sidney Jones and Blasan Austin walk. Rashad Penny, we're letting you walk as well. Ethan Posick, though, our center. He became a 75, and he has star potential. I'm going to keep him around, which we do. So we kept our center. Rasheem Green, he's asking for $9 million over 2 years. That's a no. A lot of these guys here, we're just going to just let go. They're very low in overall. And Geno Smith's a 55. So that's a no can do for me. So we're going to have to pick up some new players. So we only kept DJ Reed from our corners. And I think we have Hugo Umadi too. So we have about $44 million in free agency now. Let's see what left tackles are available. We got DA. That's available at receiver. Left tackle, we have Teron Armstead, Dwayne Brown, Eric Fisher, Russell Okung, A lot of guys, but we just have Forsyth for now. Damian Lewis is looking pretty solid. We're going to sign Jamon Brown just for backup duties. Jamon Brown for backup duties. And then at center, we're good because we have Ethan Posick. And if we need a backup, we sign Jake Hansen to a deal. Jake Hansen to a 2-year deal. He'll take that for sure. Right guard, we got Gabe Jackson. We could sign Austin Corbett, though. Definitely sign Austin Corbett. Just because Gabe Jackson would be getting old. Anyway, he was a Pro Bowler, too. And the right tackle, we have O'Neal. We're all set at the right tackle position, thankfully. It takes a lot to get set at that position, but nonetheless, it is done. Right end, we definitely need someone. We can either go AJ Epinesa or Derek Barnett. I think I'm going to go AJ Epinesa, see what he could do for us. He's a scheme fit, and he's a star potential, so we're going to see if we could steal him. Left us a linebacker. I might just try Leighton Vander Esch. Like, why not? Because they're looking for a pass coverage outside linebacker. But Leighton Vander Esch could be, like, really nice at his position. So, we're going to see if we can get Leighton Vander Esch, take him from the Texans. Middle linebacker, we just have Bobby and that kid Bolton. I'm going to sign Reuben Foster just to be safe. We're going to need him because Bobby's definitely getting older. We have Jordan Brooks, who's solid at what he's doing. And corners. So this is a big one. We just have DJ Reed and Ugo Amadi. Safeties are good, though. Punter. Just need a backup strong safety, I'd say. Just for depth purposes. So we could sign Eric Murray to a deal. And then with we have about 12 million cap left. So we could try getting either Dante Action Jackson or Carlton Davis. I think it would be nice if we picked up a #1 corner that could hold it down. So that's what we're going to go after. And we'll try drafting someone too. So see if we can pick up Carlton Davis. So we're #1 on all of our offers. So let's see if we could get all these players. So we ended up getting everyone we went after except Austin Corbett, which sucks because I just want to make sure we have that backup for Gabe Jackson when he's all said and done. But I guess for now, we'll just sign it back. Or we could draft someone, too. We could potentially draft someone that could be really nice. But D-line, we got AJ Epinesa. We got Leighton Vander Esch. Our team is looking way better than before, so that's looking really good. And I'm going to see if we can change up our defensive scheme. Maybe adjust the lineup. Make it so the scheme runs a certain way. Offensive line is not too bad. We just need to get that backup tackle. We should be good. We need a backup tight end as well. Yeah, I like how our defense is looking, though, for sure. We're 4-3, cover 3. Maybe we could run a different type of 4-3. Run a base 4-3. Yeah, base 4-3 could work. Yeah, so base 4-3 for our defense should definitely work out. And everyone could fit the scheme. Yeah, everyone will fit the scheme. Leighton Vander Esch will fit the scheme for sure. Ed Oliver too. So that should help us out a lot. And we need a backup. We just need to make sure we get some backups. Just so we're not looking down bad. Delaney Walker ended up leaving us too, apparently. So that was fun. But regardless, we need a backup tight end. I feel like we could just pay for like Tyler Croft. Give him a deal. He backs up Gerald Everett. Not too bad. Run blocking duties. Reliable. Should work, you know. So now let's into the draft. So now we were at the 17th pick of the draft. So we can either try going for a tackle if possible. If not, let's see what tackles are left. So they got a kid named Barry Merritt. So they got 3 tackles that are in the first round, really. We got Motors always running hot. Typically avoids getting flagged. He has a C pass block. His physicals look pretty solid. His skills, D injury, C pass block, B pass block power. He gets injured a lot, so I don't know if we want to pick that up. We got Clifton Dickinson. He has A awareness. His physicals looks really good. A awareness, B pass block power, F for injury though. B run block finesse. He has A awareness. That awareness is so good for a left tackle, but it did mess me up before going for a position like that. So let's see. So this kid's pretty nice too. He has F injury, A lead block, A awareness. I don't want to reach. If we reach though, it's like, but we need that position solidified, or we're gonna have to trade for someone. That's really what it comes down to. We have a couple nice guys here. We got a kid named Calvin Gross. Solid stats. He's first in B awareness, B tackling, C play rec, B stem. You know, we're going to pick him up. Hidden dev. Good solid corner. 5'9". We always get in some 5'9" corners. That's tough. But I think we'll figure out what we'll do. Now we look at the draft recap. So that corner we drafted was a 72. That right end we drafted was at 71. Not too bad. That 72 overall corner, we're going to develop him, so it's pretty good. And then let's advance to next week. We're going to end up probably trading like one of our picks for a left tackle for sure. Need that position, and all we can do is really trade because there wasn't anything really good at that point of the draft. All right, so let's see what we want to give up for a left tackle. So let's see what teams they got. Jonah Williams. It looks like he fit our scheme. A 3rd rounder straight up. Ooh, a little bit more, they say. A 6th of next year and a 3rd rounder this year for Jonah Williams. Boom. So we just picked up a left tackle. They're saying we need a corner. Why would we need a corner? We just shored up that position. Why would we need a corner? So offensive line, we got Jonah Williams now. We have a good offensive line for sure. Tight ends is good. We got Marlon Mack and then Travis Homer, DJ Dallas, and Meadows. Receivers are pretty solid. We got Dwayne Eskridge back too. We got Russell Wilson. Defense, we got Umadi, DJ Reed, and Gross, who's going to be developing, so that's not too bad. His team looks pretty solid. Yeah, this team looks really solid, so I don't see what the problem is. All right, but nonetheless, this is what the team is looking like, and let's do better in the playoffs this year. Wow, we went 9-8 and didn't make the playoffs because the division was that tight. Okay. I mean, that's reasonable. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening to the Seahawks. Going 9-8 and missing out on the playoffs. Another positive season, though. And none of our guys were up there statistically. It looks like Bobby Wagner is on his last legs. Our offense was 10th. Russell Wilson was 5th in passing TDs, 7th in passing yards. Defense finished 18th, so same thing as last year. And Marlon Mack had a down year, though. DK and Tyler Lockett both did their thing. Pretty solid, of course. Defense, Bobby Wagner was pretty solid. 2 sacks. Led the team in tackles. Had 3 picks as well. 8.5 sacks for AJ Epinesa. So he came in and did his thing. So that's pretty nice. And then Lane Veners had 4.5 sacks. Interceptions, Lane Veners led the team with 4. Well, then that was just that. So we have some changes to make still. Maybe make some moves with our defense. Bobby Wagner is getting older. That's all right. That is all right. The Super Bowl this year is Packers-Chargers. Wow. That's a different kind of Super Bowl. You know, kind of never really expect something like that. If we look at and Packers end up winning the Super Bowl, Rashawn Gary won Super Bowl MVP. None of our guys won any awards here. Very interesting. And now we're going into re-signing players. Let's see who is needed to be re-signed. Jonah Williams, left tackle. We just picked him up. He wants his contract. Why not? Give him 45.7 mil. Pretty solid. We got DK. He wants a huge contract, of course. He's the best receiver on the team now. We're going to re-sign him. We also got Bobby Wags. We're going to let him go. Ed Oliver, 84 overall D tackle we had to end up trading for. We're going to definitely keep him. We get him back. Poona Ford, his backup. We cannot re-sign him. Duan Smoot hasn't done much in his years here, so we're going to have to let him go. Ugo Amadi, we're okay with letting you go. Cody Barton, same thing. Marquise Blair, I'm okay with re-signing you. And then the rest of these guys we're going to let go. And then we have a 1st and 2nd round pick, so we could definitely shore up some things there. And then we could see what players we could release to free up some cap. So we don't have a left end. We only have 1 D tackle, so this will be definitely really fun trying to figure that out. But let's see. Let's see what players we can move on from. Brian O'Neill is fine where he's at. We got Gabe Jackson. I'm going to keep Gabe Jackson. He's reliable. We don't need to look for a new guard already. And I don't see any other players that is really taking cap. Yeah, no other players are really taking cap from us. We just don't have money. We just don't have it. We have about 54 players on the team. We have about 6 million available. So let's look at the roster. See what we need. We need a left end and a D tackle. Offensive line kept everyone. Yeah, offensive line kept everyone. Like, we literally kept our whole offense. So it's like, that's fine. We kept our whole offense. Defense, this is where it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a little tricky here. As you see, Gross. Oh, Carlton Davis is injured. See, Gross became a 75. He's godly. He's gonna be pretty solid. So it really is left end, D tackle. That's really the position of need, and middle linebacker though. But they're not saying that for some reason. And oh my gosh, Quentin Nelson's here. Come on, we can't get him, but that would be so nice. D tackle. So we got a couple D tackles here. We just need to sign people for depth, honestly. I'm thinking Daquan Jones could be a perfect depth guy here onto the team. Maybe that's giving him too many points. Maybe that's blessing him a little bit too much. But let's see. I think this should be a solid deal. And then we could maybe get like a younger guy like Kalen Saunders. Just so he could like learn from like Ed Oliver and those guys. And Daquan Jones. Oh shoot. Give him a 2-year deal as well. And then middle linebacker. I want to draft someone. I really do. Because we just have Reuben Foster. And I feel like he's not going to be the answer. Like, something's just telling me. But this is all we can deal with for now. But see if we get these guys we try to finesse from. We ended up getting Kalen Saunders. So that shores up that position. Probably end up drafting a left end in the first with our first pick. And let's see. We're going to keep advancing until we see if we can get that third D tackle for the rotation. So we have the 18th pick in the draft. We're going to use that on the left end. And let's see. Or maybe use that on the left end or D tackle. Let's see what's top 5 here, though. We got 2 receivers, a left tackle, a right end, and a running back. Top 10 picks, we got same thing. Top 15. It's like the same thing. They want us to go after a guard. I mean, we could. We have Damian Lewis at left guard. And then we got a kid named Kevin Mason. B awareness, B run block. He's great everywhere. C pass block power, F for injury. I feel like that can change over time. And then left end, there's only one kid here. His name is Matthew Cotton. C block shedding. Physicals looks pretty solid though. Skills, A play rec. A play rec. Oh no, I'm drafting him. A play rec. What? That's easy. Matthew Cotton, welcome to the team. I don't even care how low an overall you are. A play rec? That's I ain't never seen something like that. I never see something for A play recognition. That's like actually really like that's tough. Next position we're looking for like a middle linebacker. Okay, so they definitely don't got anyone there. D tackle. They got a couple guys. They got a kid named Jose LeBlanc. C blockchain, D power move, B. He's first in rush and speed though. D stamina, A hip power, D injury. Yeah, let's pick him up. Why not? Hidden dev, run stopper. Could be a beast for us. You know, who knows? And then let's skim to the end of the draft. Now, if we take a look at the draft recap, see what those guys' overalls came out. So, Cotton was a 72. LeBlanc was a 73. Not too bad. We ended up drafting a left tackle and a left guard. So, backups for the team. Not too bad. We short of what we kind of needed, so that's not bad at all. We only have one active left end. But I have faith. I have faith. That's the one thing I like about this team. I got faith in them. And I'll show you guys the lineup one more time before we sim through this season. See if what we could do. See if Russell Wilson can go back to one more Super Bowl. I feel like this could be a good year for that. So this is the offense. Not bad at all. Offensive line is pretty solid, I'd say. You got a good running back, good receivers. You know exactly what Russell Wilson wants. And then defense, you got Reuben Foster, Leighton Vander Esch. Got some good guys in the linebacker core. Got a solid looking D line. We got some solid D linemen. We got some good corners too. DJ Reed, Gross, and Carlton Davis. So these guys could definitely put in a lot of work. So let's see how this season goes, and let's see if we could win the division this time. So we went 10-7 and made the playoffs. We ended up just beating the Niners 44-38. They won the division though. But it looks like the Rams are right behind us at 8-9. Cardinals went 3-14, so they're having a bit of a decline, an insane decline. But we made the playoffs though. Did better than last year, so we've been around the same positive win ratio. Russell Wilson was third in the NFL here statistically. DK was second. Oh, he went off 1,400 yards, 14 TDs. Where's number 14 too? I think. Jamal Adams led the league in interceptions with 7. Okay, well, our guys did their thing. Our guys came to play. Offense ranked 6th. Russell Wilson was 3rd in passing yards, 4th in passing TDs. And our defense ranked 31st. Oh my gosh. This offense carried the defense again from the looks of it. Marlon Mack, 15 rushing touchdowns, 828 yards. And DJ Dallas had 11 touchdowns, backing him up. That's pretty nice. DK, number 14, getting 1,444 yards and 14 touchdowns. Pretty much makes sense. Dwayne Eskers, though, one of our receivers, got 1,300 yards, 8 TDs, doing his thing. Jordan Brooks led the team in tackles. AJ Epinesa at 8.5 sacks. Ed Oliver at 7.5. Not too bad. And then Jamal Adams at 7 picks. Carlton Davis at 3. We had a lot of interceptions for the defense, but we ranked 31st, so we probably give up a lot of yards. Probably won a lot of games via shootout. But we're facing the Panthers. They're home, so this should be a good game. Let's see how we fare up against them. We ended up taking L 31-19. Okay, so basically, simulation doesn't like Russell Wilson and Seahawks, but they're not a bad team. So I kept them in playoff contention because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. So I think that's a plus. But I don't know why we lost this game, though. That kind of doesn't make sense to me. Let's see what happened. Sam Darnold threw 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Didn't get sacked, though. And while Russell Wilson got sacked 4 times. Oof. And Christian McCaffrey ran all over us. Marlon Mack got shut down. Yeah, their defense shut us down. Okay. Hassan Reddick got 2.5 sacks. Ron Hargrave had 1.5. Jordan Brooks had a pick, though. Okay. All right. You know, I'm not too mad. I mean, made them a playoff team. Didn't take an L. I think that's all right. I think that's okay. But I feel like it's just going to be the same pattern over and over. I don't think simulation is going to bless the Seahawks. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed watching the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams you want to see me rebuild. Seahawks are in good hands, of course. They just got to change some things up, and then they'll just be right back into their same logistics of just being a positive team and always winning games. But hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be Fiend 6.